How about Israel's enemies? How about, would God deliver Israel from her enemies? Any heads? Of course he will. Would Israel need someone to deal with her enemies? I think we all know the answer to that. Now that we know for certain God's not dealing with current day Israel as a special nation. He's dealing with all alike today. When he deals with Israel as a special nation, when they're regathered to that land, they'll be regathered in belief. They'll enter the land, be given the totality of the land. Christ, their king, will be with them, and they'll dwell safely according to Scripture. And according to Matthew, that'll take place after the tribulation of those days at Christ's second coming, when he sends his angels out to regather Israel to their land. With the earthly program being set aside during this age of grace, no nationality enjoys special favor in the eyes of God. All must come alike to God today. Remember, God didn't lift up the Gentiles who had been without God and put them on an equal or higher plane than belonged to Israel. He concluded Israel in unbelief, as he had previously concluded the Gentiles' unbelief, both of them down now on the same level, so that he might have mercy on all. And that's where it is today, according to Paul, Romans 11:32. You see, there's nothing special about those of Jewish heritage who are in that land today. And I know this irks a lot of people. But they enjoy no higher status with God during this mystery dispensation, no matter what some may say or think, than any other nationality on the face of the earth. But that land and the people who were given it by UN decree in 1948 are called Israel. And you tell me, does the Israel of our day have an enemy problem? How many nations do you suppose oppose that people? Not all, but certainly the vast majority. Europe's full of them. The UN is full of them. We're fighting terrorism today because of our support for present-day Israel. I can tell you most assuredly, even present-day Israel would rejoice if someone would come along and avenge their cause with their enemies. And the fact is, when God resumes his program with that nation, is ready to gather true Israel into their promised land, he will avenge his cause with those who oppose his people and their Messiah. Jesus Christ, and he'll be called the mighty God in connection with that, will oppose the Christ rejectors of this world when that day comes. What did the psalmist say again in connection with that nation? But let of all that put their trust in thee rejoice, let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee. Think about that. In light of God's judgment of her enemies, will Israel time future have great reason to rejoice in their defender, their Jehovah Nissi? Certainly they would. Would you